We're back now. It's 8:40. Whether you're in the market for a new home or trying to renovate your current one, the process can be tricky. Luckily for you, the Property Brothers, Drew and Jonathan Scott, have compiled their years of knowledge and expertise into their new book, and it is called Dream Home. Guys, good morning to you.
Good morning.
I hear this is a real passion project for you guys.
It took 2 years for us to write the book, but I mean, we wanted to give all the information we've learned since we started renovating and buying homes in the mid to late 90s.
It's been like a dread to learn to read first and then
exactly.
He was a pop-up book guy. But
so
no, there wasn't a resource like this on the market, and this is which I'm surprised at. This has everything you would possibly need.
Whether you're buying, selling, renovating, or even just trying to take your apartment and make it look bigger, feel bigger, more functional.
All right, we're going to do a little preview right here. Let's start. The big question, whoa, as I trip. I have a sprained ankle there. Should you stay and renovate or should you sell? So on the issue of whether you should stay and renovate, the first question is?
Well, do you love the place? I mean, a lot of people that they want to sell because the place isn't exactly working for them, but they actually do love the home and its flaws. There are things you can do about the flaws, though.
Yeah, and that's the question you have to ask yourself. Sometimes it's not worth renovating. Sometimes it's worth just, maybe looking for something else and see if it'll function better.
Okay.
Big thing is, sometimes moving isn't cost effective. People think, I'm going to get a new place that'll have everything I want, but they don't think about all the other expenses involved in moving. Lawyers, moving trucks, you name it. So make sure you really look at the numbers before even considering a move.
Plus, if the value isn't really there in the home, you might not get what you need out of it to move into a new place.
Okay.
But if you love the location, that is the most important thing. There are a lot of things you can change with the house, but you can't really change a location.
Okay, let's talk about whether you should sell as we bring our magic wall
so
up.
Fancy, by the way. It's super fancy.
Big thing is the family side of it. A lot of people, they want to, if they're having more kids or if they want to grow the family, then you might need to get into a bigger home. So that's one of the reasons we say, yes, you should move if your house is too small.
If all of a sudden you have 3 kids, maybe you need to have a 4-bedroom place, something like that. The neighborhood no longer suits your lifestyle. For example, your husband, maybe he was a bachelor before and had a bachelor pad. Not really going to work for you, especially if you're going to raise a family. So look at an area where you're not going to be that 50-year-old dude at the nightclubs.
It's not cool anymore. Not cool.
Okay,
and also, the remodeling, though, is a big thing, too. If it isn't cost-effective with your current home, if there are things that you need and you want, a beautiful gourmet kitchen, you can't get that in your house, then that's a good reason to move.
Okay, let's talk about when it comes to selling, what a good ad is versus a bad ad.
The listing is so important.
I'm not going to let the real estate agent talk about this. Okay, there is a language that real estate agents use when they think that they're fooling people.
All right, so translate this.
Okay, so look, you know what? We'll get a close-up on some stuff. When somebody says it's an artistic home, it's friggin' weird.
Okay.
There's weird stuff up in there, weird colors.
Self-designer, okay? And I will admit that I don't use that sort of terminology. I actually like to just point it out the way it is.
Okay.
I don't want to try and trick anybody. You also have wording like lots of potential. That means it's a heap of crap.
It is a dump. We're not going to mince words here.
What about natural landscaping?
That just means there's no landscaping at all. So don't pay extra. Oh, I want $50,000 extra for the natural landscaping.
Okay, let's do some staging. Oh, convenient shopping. I like this one.
It just means it's a busy district or busy street. So always visit a home at different times of day to make sure that it doesn't turn into a madhouse at night.
Okay, let's look at our bathroom before and after.
Exactly.
And what you did to stage.
Simple staging. It doesn't have, it mainly is about not having clutter. And when you look at bathrooms, they always need to be fresh and crisp and clean. Don't have like things like, muddy reds and don't have browns and taupes. It just makes it feel dirty and cluttered.
No rubber ducky or little truck.
Yeah, hey, if you make it look cool, great. But the thing is, if you have just a lot of your day-to-day stuff in here, it actually just makes it look messy, even though overall it's not too bad.
Tried the flowers, so I just like doing that. Okay, next let's do our kitchen. We only have a few seconds.
There we go. All right, and then onto the kitchen. You can see, too, very simple changes. Get rid of a lot of the products that you use day to day. Just cleaning off your countertops can make a huge difference.
If you have glass cabinets that are showing your, dishes and things like that, make sure you clean them, organize them, make it look like you put some effort into showing your home.
Don't throw your jacket on the chairs. When I'm showing your house in an open house, don't throw your mess around.
I'm giving this picture an F- and this one an A.
It's like going on a first date.
Yeah.
You have one chance at a first impression with a home buyer, and if you screw it up, well, it'd be like Drew's high school years. You'll never get a second chance.
The book is called Dream Home. Drew and Jonathan Scott, thanks, guys. That was fun. For more of their advice, by the way, including the best times to buy appliances, head to today.com/.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.